So I think I finally figured out a way to frame my beliefs with the CEO murder of United Healthcare. The easy answer is that the murder wasn't a murder and it was justified in self-defense, and I can empathize with that. I understand where that kind of hate and anger and violence comes from. And I can understand why it would even be justified. But I can also understand that that this was still a person, that Brian Thompson was a human being with a family and friends, and he was killed. And a lot of people will say, yes, he was killed by Luigi Mangione, and that's the end of it. But it's not. Brian Thompson did not die because he was assassinated by Luigi Mangione. Brian Thompson died because the United States of America has not just allowed for, but incentivized a for-profit industry to worm its way into our lives and extort us for money and then kill us by denying health care coverage. Private health insurance is a predatory extortion racket that is propped up by our politicians across the political spectrum and by our media for decades. This industry has actively killed tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people by denying them care. The media and the politicians killed Brian Thompson. He was part of a system that exchanged blood for money, and he died because of it. And he is just one more victim, one more body in this trail of corpses that this industry has left behind. And in the process, the media, the political figures, and the for-profit industry doesn't seem to really quite know what to do with this situation. They have overcharged him, which increases the odds of jury nullification or a hung jury, or he's found not guilty. Right? By threat of overcharging people, you introduce more and more ways that somebody can walk. Right? But it seems like the state of New York and both the feds are charging him with first-degree murder with intent to terrorize. Which means that this guy, Luigi Mangione, who almost certainly did this with the intent to make a point, is now having a soapbox built by the feds in order to make his claim to the American people. And I suspect that politicians and the media are going to have one hell of a time trying to frame this in a way that protects them. Good luck. I think that this moment in history has resonated with a lot of people from across the political spectrum. People are no longer identifying their differences between left versus right, or Republican versus Democrat, conservative versus liberal, but instead people that have been victimized by a predatory extortion racket and those who have enabled it.